flipping this to Pittsburgh now, this is their sort of first big test on offense since this season and since they've had Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback. And it's an offense that's been iffy so far. It's not been bad. I don't think there have been worse offenses in the NFL than this Steelers offense. But there's been nothing spectacular, as we sort of kind of expected. What have you thought of what you've seen from Pittsburgh offensively this year?
Yeah, it's Aaron Rodgers has made some fantastic plays. Some of the throws he made against Seattle were like, wow. Like, there was one play on a rollout where he launched about 60 yards downfield over the top, and it was a great, great play. I think it was called back for a flag. But he's made some really nice throws. The thing is with Rodgers' offense is just they're so dated. Like, the slants and, fade routes to DK Metcalf, and fair play, they've worked so far, but it's not a sustainable offense you can run. They've not got DK has scored 2 touchdowns, but he has about 90 yards on the season.
He's
They're
been
really
used
struggling
a lot with screens as well. Especially that Jets game as well. It got about 5 or 6 screens in that game.
Yeah. It's like when you first get on the sticks on a new Madden game and you just run a really simple offense, it's just those plays spammed. They really need to open it up because Flores is going to take that apart, right? He really will. It's strange because Pittsburgh, they have a good offensive line on paper, but just not playing well together so far. They need more from the likes of Calvin Austin, Roman Wilson, who's JJ McCarthy's former Michigan receiver. They need a lot more from him. Jalen Warren has looked pretty good as a running back. Kenneth Gainwell's run hard. But they just look really limited in what they do. They're heavily reliant on DK Metcalf, and I love DK. He's a dropper. He's a serial dropper, and he drops way too many passes, and that's going to put Pittsburgh in a bad situation unless they can figure out something more sustainable and just spam in the ball to number 4.
Yeah, it's an interesting one because they coming into this year, they're pretty happy starting 2-1, but they haven't really looked convincing. And the defense has been their big strength for years, and really, it's kind of been a weakness this year if you look at it, especially considering it is the league's highest paid defense. It's not played to that standard so far this year at all. Now it did put in a much improved performance against New England on Sunday, forcing 5 turnovers and bringing Drake May down 5 times as well. But heading into Sunday, they're 30th in yards allowed, they're 29th in points allowed, and you look at the teams they've played in Seattle and the Jets, and you look at they're not the most high-powered offenses either. So going up against all the firepower that Minnesota has, they really can't afford to turn up like they did again in those first 2 games, can they?